The chair now lays out HB 3618 and recognizes Representative Isaac to explain the measure.
Thank you, Madam Chair and members. House Bill 3618 deals with an issue which has emerged in the district that I serve over the last several years, one which has the potential to cause serious harm if not addressed this session. In 2003, the legislature reiterated that the beds, bottoms, and banks of navigable rivers and navigable streams are precious and irreplaceable state resources that deserve protection. While the legislature does recognize that the public should have access to navigable rivers, which are an important economic and recreational resource for the people of Texas, it has also made clear that the protection of public access to navigable rivers and streams should not come at the cost of uncontrolled damage to the rivers and streams, or at the cost of infringing on private property rights. HB 3618 addresses serious fire safety and public health concerns regarding public access to one small stretch of the Blanco River limited to Hays and Blanco counties in House District 45. With Texas being on the forefront of serious droughts, many of our rivers that are normally full of water are becoming dry riverbeds as a result. There are a few reasons why it is limited to that particular stretch. First, many parts of this section of the Blanco River have little or no water flow because the geography of the area sends the water underground for long distances. Additionally, unique natural formations along the river have recently become ecological features of interest for many outdoor enthusiasts. One in particular, called the Narrows, has become a destination of sorts for hikers and campers, and this, coupled with the drought conditions, have significantly increased foot traffic in the riverbed. In order to reach this formation legally without trespassing across private property, including across the Wellspring Christian Retreat, which borders the Narrows, one must travel more than 7 miles from the nearest public access point upstream or downstream. The Narrows is also a fragile ecological area which is contained entirely within conservation easements created by the surrounding property owners with the goal of protecting this natural wonder. I firmly believe in the public's right to access recreational opportunities provided by the state, but the recent increase in hiking and camping at the Blanco River has created several hazards for those camping in the riverbed and those in the surrounding communities. This is why I filed House Bill 3618 to prohibit overnight camping and building of campfires along this stretch of the Blanco River during instances when the riverbed is dry. As you know, in times of severe drought, even a single ember from a campfire can start an uncontrollable fire, particularly in areas with dense cedar and dry vegetation. Also, with a minimum 7-mile trip each way, inexperienced campers who are unfamiliar with the conditions or terrain may encounter dangers such as dehydration and harmful wildlife as they try to navigate dry riverbeds, particularly overnight. Many times campers will seek firewood and other supplies they did not anticipate needing from surrounding areas, trespassing on private lands to meet their immediate needs. And finally, overnight campers often create considerable waste and destruction during their time in the riverbed, potentially risking serious ecological damage to this delicate area. For all these reasons, and because it is important to protect our natural assets from the risk of fire or damage, I filed House Bill 3618 and limited it to the area I'm most concerned about, the Blanco River running through Blanco and Hays counties that I serve. The provision of HB 3618 will not impact existing navigable waterway laws, nor will it limit any other recreational activities in the affected portion of the Blanco River other than to simply limit overnight camping and building of fires during times when the riverbed is dry. If there aren't any questions, I'll reserve the right to close.
Members, are there any questions for Representative Isaac? You did such a good job. Everybody decided not to testify.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well,
so there are
if we had another voter here, I'd ask for it just to go ahead and get voted out of committee.
Nice try. So there's nobody registered to testify on the bill. There are 2 resource witnesses if the members have any questions, and from Texas Parks and Wildlife. There are 2 that are registered for the bill but choosing not to testify, and that's Michael Grimes on behalf of himself and landowners of Texas Conservancy, and that's for the bill, and Logan Kraft is for the bill. Is there anyone wishing to testify on, for, or against HB 3618? Okay.
With that,
Recognizes, yeah. Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
All right.
You sure you don't want me to get a member so we can vote this out real quick?
We don't have enough. I know. At this time, if there's no objection, HB 3618 will be left pending.